Good morning everyone and welcome back to this session. Here I am to take your class of English 2. Hope you all are fine. Students, before going to further, I just wanted to tell you that in yesterday's class, I said summary of a poem. Sorry, I mistaken that. It should be summary of the lesson. Okay? It's not a poem, it's a lesson. So now, this reading this The Conceited Python by Ruskin Bond. Reading and explanation of the lesson is over. As I told you about the summary, I'll give you the summary. Summary means to summarize what the lesson is. I'll tell you in my own words and summarize the lesson and tell you what is the lesson about. Though you understood, I know, but still you need to get full story by me. Okay? So, the lesson, The Conceited Python. As you know, python is a snake. So, the story starts with this. The narrator who is having a family. In family, they were grandparents. Grandfather who used to keep the pets. And the pets like python. He is very interested in keeping these type of pets. So, this grandmother, she totally told that she only tolerate birds and animals to keep, not reptiles. She was dead against of keeping reptiles. But this grandfather, he thought to take a chance and he brought python. Okay? Then what happened? He went to market, he went to bazaar, he met one snake charmer and he bought this python in 4 rupees and he was 4-footed. Then what happened? The gathering of boys and girls in the market was just after this grandfather and he also wanted to impress them. How? By slinging the python on his shoulders. Okay? So, with this, he was started coming home. When he reached home, who was the first to see? It's Toto. Toto, who was Toto? Toto was a monkey. So, this Toto saw first python and immediately he fled inside the house. Hearing the sound, who came out? Grandmother came out. And when she saw this python curled around the neck of grandfather, she was about to faint. Then she said immediate to just throw the snake outside. So when grandmother said to throw outside, why she said to throw outside? Because this python, it will strangle. Strangle means to kill the person by squeezing the throat. So grandmother was afraid that if grandfather will not remove this python from the neck, from the shoulder, he will not remove, then what will happen? The snake will just squeeze up from the throat and grandfather will die. She was very much scared of. So she said to throw it outside. Then grandfather said, okay, if I will throw this python outside, then he will find a way to move and he will go to a poultry farm and there he will finish up all the animals. Then grandmother said, okay, then don't throw, you keep it in bathroom. Go keep in the bathroom and then just lock it inside the bathroom and then go to the market, search that snake charmer and tell him to take it back home. Grandfather took this python, went to the bathroom. He put this python into the tub, closed the door and then he went to the market. He searched there for 2 hours, the snake charmer from whom he bought the snake. But he did not find over there. He was tired, disappointed and came back home. He told grandmother, I did not find that snake charmer in the market. Now, then grandmother said, Okay, then do one thing. Immediate, go and take it to jungle across the river bed. Just take it down. But grandfather said, no, the snake is hungry. Let me feed up. Let me give some food to eat, and then after I will leave him in jungle across the riverbed. Then grandfather prepared chicken for Python, and then they all went to the bathroom to give the food to feed him. And when they opened the door of the bathroom, then what happened? Snake was out. It was not seen over there. Everyone was shocked to see where the python is gone and how it has gone. Then they saw one window at the back of it was open. It was left open. So they thought this python moved out from this window only. Then they came back. They searched every nook and corner of the house, every room of the house, kitchen, bedroom, storeroom, poultry shed, then stable. But they did not find python anyplace. Then they thought of that this python has moved far away from the house. And the very next day, Aunt Mabel, she reached for 3 weeks. But this grandfather and grandmother of the narrator is still worried that in case if this python will appear, then what will happen? 2 days they waited, and then one more day they thought to wait, and then 3rd day also, when they did not see the python anywhere inside the house, outside the house, then they thought, they relaxed, the python is away and very far away from their house. Now this Aunt Mabel, next day when she reached, of that next day, Aunt Mabel, she went to the garden, and in garden she went near the guava tree to pluck the guavas, and there she saw a python. She screamed like anything and ran from there to inside the house. She came, and her face looked like that she had seen a devil. But devil was not there, it was python. And she described about. Then this grandmother, she asked that what did you see? How it was, what it was. Then she described about this python. She saw a snake over there, and the snake is just looking at me and staring at me, and I was just scared, and I ran inside the house. When grandfather came to know a python was there on the guava tree, he took the umbrella stick and said, I am going to kill python now only, right now. He rushed out to kill python. But when he reached to the garden near the guava tree, he did not find python over there. Then what happened? Then every day, now this python was seen. Unexpected places it was seen. One day, Aunt Mabel, she saw a python, and where she saw? She saw just beneath the cushion. And that day only she was just packed her things and left the house. She was so afraid. She packed the things and left the house. And after this, the hunt started. Whose hunt? Snake. And this snake was every day seen. One place, another place, again the same place. Every day this python was seen. Then this narrator, one day he saw. Where he saw? He was sitting in front of the mirror and looking at whom? Itself. Then next day, then he went to grandfather to tell, grandfather, I saw a snake, I saw python sitting on the dressing table and admiring it itself. But when he came back with his grandfather near the dressing table, he was away. The next day, he saw in the garden. And then the next day, the cook saw that he was climbing up on the ladder. Then again this narrator saw him second time sitting in front of the mirror and admiring. So this snake was seen every day. Then grandfather thought to just to catch him and to go and throw or to leave in the jungle. For that he prepared one cage, and in the cage he kept one mirror. Why? Because this python always was admiring whom? Itself in the mirror. So this grandfather, when he prepared one cage, he put one mirror, small mirror inside the cage, and he kept some chicken and some other things, eatable things for the snake, for the python, and he left the cage inside the house in the corner, one place, and they were waiting for the python to go inside and lock it. Then they waited, and one morning this narrator was going to school. Then he saw that there is python inside the cage. He went near the cage slowly and closed the door. Then he went to grandfather to inform. Grandfather and cook, they both came. They took this cage and kept on Tonga and went to jungle. There he left this cage across the riverbed and opened the gate of the cage. While coming back, when they turned to see whether this python came out or not, he was still in the cage. He did not even bother that he is there in jungle to come out, to run away, nothing. And what he was doing is still admiring itself in the mirror. And this grandfather also thought not to remove this mirror from the cage. Why? Because for the first time he saw this animal, and this pet reptile is admiring and fall in love with itself. So this python always was admiring itself in the mirror. So the heading of the lesson is the conceited python. Okay. Now the summary is over. Lesson is over. It's clear to you now that by the story what I told you just now. So this is the story. Okay, students. Now come on the notes. Okay, students. Now I'll tell you about the notes. I have finished the first lesson. That was poem. And the notes of the first lesson, I think you people have got the notes. It was given on this website of the school. All have noted down the notes. Notes means like meanings, question and answers, then reference to the context. This all you got? Yes, if you have not got, please check the school website. You will get everything. You will get the homework, whatever homework I have to give, I'll give through this website to you. So you keep checking this website. Okay? And one thing more, you can help to your friends also, those who are not knowing, not understanding, not having that facility to get. Please help your friends. Okay? You just pass this message or pass this whatever the notes you are getting. Okay? You just help those friends who are not having this facility to get or easily to get. So please help your friends also. And one thing more, please don't neglect these notes to do. Just think that you are studying in the school, in the class. As we give the notes on the board, you note down, we check it. Only the thing we are not doing the correction in it. Because you are not coming to school, your copies are not submitted. If you are in the school, then no problem. Okay, these notes are given to you to note down in your copy, as you do in your English 2, English 1 work, English 2 work, Maths work, SST work. So whichever subject teacher, concerns teacher is giving the work to you, that is for your sake. And please study it, learn it. First you write down and then learn it. You don't think that these things again be repeated when the school will reopen. No. once given to you means done. And the notes which are given to you means done. Again, it will not be given in the class. If suppose I taught 2-3 lessons in this lockdown period, after this, suppose in July the school will reopen, then I will not go again on these lessons. These lessons are over means over. Now your 2 lessons are over. First lesson, the poem, Waiting at the Window, the conceited python. Okay, so these 2 lessons are over. I taught you. And now these 2 lessons, or I'll go further also for further lessons also. So those lessons will not be repeated. Remember this and keep in your mind. The notes which are given to you, please note down from that website and write down in your copy. Now those who go, now listen very carefully. This is very important to know. Some of the students, they bought books and copies from the school, and few are still left over. They did not reach and they did not get the books and copies. Okay, so those who are having books and copies will make one English 2 copy. Okay, will make one English 2 copy, and the notes which are given to you, you will note down. You will note down. If you have not noted down, just see how I am writing on the board. Follow that. Don't do just like mess in the copy. Cutting, writing, scribbling, please don't do it. You are at home. You are having full time, free time to do your work. And especially in my copy, because I want neat work in the copy. Okay, students? So, first what you do? You write the date, any date. On the date, you will start your work. It's not that only 5th May. It can be 6th May, it can be 7th May. Any date, the day you start the work, that date you write, you know to write the date, you know to write the lesson number, and then write the lesson name here. Lesson 1, suppose lesson 1 you are doing, okay? Write lesson 1. Then write the name of the poem. You can see, students. You can see. Okay. Waiting at the window. First write lesson 1. Then write waiting at the window. Okay. Then this is the margin line here. This is the margin line. Red color line, that's margin line. Then after what you do, with the pencil, not with the pen, with the pencil, you make one center line here. This way. Center line. Divide the page into 2 parts. One side word, other side meaning. Got it? Here you write word. Please, this way as I am writing, why I am writing? To show you. I want my work to be written very neatly. I want that. So, according to me, lesson 1, waiting at the window, word, and this side, meaning. Okay? After writing this, leave one line, and here also leave one line, and here number 1, write the word. What is the first word? I'm just going to write. Whose. Write the first word like this. See. Whose. Neatly. So, this is the word I have written here. Okay. And the meaning when you will write the meaning this way. Don't start with the capital letter. When you write the word, you write with the capital. But when you write the meaning of the word, you start with a small letter, like this way. See. Slowly trickle down. This, okay? First number, ooze. Ooze, I have written with the capital O. Meaning with small s, and the meaning is here. Okay? Now understood? This way. Then what you will do? Take one line and write number 2. Write the word, write the meaning this side. It's clear, students? So this way you will do the work. Okay? This you will do in English 2 copy. Make one copy of English 2. Start the work this way. One lesson already I had given you. And the second lesson today I have finished. Notes of second lesson also you will get. Don't worry. You just search on the website of LFS. You will get the notes. And your work, your duty is to write down all the notes which you are getting in your classwork copy. Now listen. Those who have not got the copies, not yet bought the copies and books, you will write in the rough copy. That rough copy I told you how to make. You will use your old copies. Class 4 copies, old copies. Okay? If suppose you are not having that half-filled copy or something like, you take out the pages, plain pages from all those copies and pile up. Make one, just stitch up or tell mummy to make one copy of it, pile up. Okay? And then you write all that. And when you will get the copy, then you do in your classwork. But write down. And learn also. Not simply write and work is over. And after writing, show your mummy, show your papa. They will check it. Okay? They will check. They will see whether you have written the correct spelling or not written properly or something wrong written. Then parents will tell you to correct. Then you correct it also. Don't learn wrong thing. Because we are not there to tell and to check. Parents are the teacher at home. You have to listen to your parents. Okay, children? Listen to your parents. When they will say, no, this spelling is wrong, correct it. Then you correct it. Your parents will check them. And when the school will reopen, we are there to see it. Don't worry for it. Any doubts in word meaning, any doubts in the question answer, referring to the context, you ask me when you will come to school. Any doubt. Only note down the doubts in the rough copy, points. And when the school will reopen, we'll clear it. We'll clear your doubts. Don't worry for it. It's clear? So after writing this word meaning, we leave that page. There are 3 word meanings I have given you for the first lesson. Okay? So the first 3 words, 1, 2 and one more word, 3 words, finish up. And then turn the page and do the question and answer. Question and answer. Answer the following questions that you do on the new page. Write questions with a black color pen. Write answer with a blue color pen as you do in the school. You remember what to do, how to do. Okay? Questions with the black color. Answers with the blue color. Leaving the lines and doing the work. Okay? Leaving the lines and doing the work. The second question, answer. Then third question, answer. Then fourth question, answer. This way you complete your question and answers. Okay, students? Then after comes reference to the context. That also you have to do. Same way, give the heading, reference to the context. I'll show you, wait. See here. And that also you will do on the new page. Don't do that the answer is over, you start the reference to the context. No, you start from the new page. Okay? Give the heading of reference to the context. And then start writing below it. First write the context. Then below that question comes. Then answer comes. 3 question and answer for 1 context. Finished up. Then leave some lines. 2 lines. Okay, 2 lines you leave after every question. And then write the second context. Below that question answer. When second context will over, then leave 2 lines and write a third context, and then after question answer. This way you do your work, and for every lesson you do the work in the same way. Understood? For every lesson I will not going to explain. Now today I am explaining you how to do your work, and that way you continue with the lessons and keep checking the website after every lesson. As I will finish, this notes will be uploaded over there and you will get it. Just check it, and please help the children who are not having the facilities of this getting answers, okay, website facilities. So, and some are not knowing also, so you help to them, help to each other. This is the time to helping others, okay, not me, we, not me, we, then only you will survive. Okay students, so I showed you how to do your work in your English 2 copy. Okay students, please just do your work neatly, correctly, okay, and show to your parents. Just show to them and say, please see to it. They will see it, and then after your work will be perfect. Okay, and for every lesson, as I will finish my lesson, I will upload the work on the website. Okay, and you take and do your notes, write down the notes. Okay students, don't wait that you will get the work, over there in the school, then you will do the work. It's just formality we are doing. No, it's not formality. This is the work. You just think of that you are in the school. Okay, as we give the work in the school, you copy down your work. Same thing is here. We are giving the lecture, then after we are giving the notes, and that notes means you have to do it. Okay, understood? Now I am giving you homework to do. You are having the rough copy, as I told you in the first session only, that when you will sit, you sit with your rough copy. Having all of you? So please note down the homework. Okay, and one more thing I gave you, I just forgot to ask that. Are you doing the writing work at home? That also a homework given to you. And I told that I will not give the reminder. Every day, 1 page you have to do the writing. I hope you are doing. Please do it. If you are not doing, now also you can continue. Do 1 page homework in your rough copy. Not in class rough copy. In your rough copy. That is your daily homework. Okay? Now note down homework. English 2. Right? English 2. Right? Learn word and meaning, and answers. Learn word and meaning. Write this first. Please note down it and learn it. Okay, homework means to follow it, learn it. Learn word and meaning and questions and answers of lesson 1. Like this. Write down. Subject English 2 you write. Then learn word and meaning and questions and answers of lesson 1. Okay, answers of lesson 1. Keep ready, okay? And now, how many lines shall I give you for learning the poem? Whole poem? No. Then half of the poem? Okay, learn the whole poem. Take your easy time, no problem. Learn the poem. One homework is to learn word meaning and question answer. Second homework is to learn the poem. Learn the poem. I have no need to give the name. Is needed to give the name? No. Because I have taught only one poem. That is Waiting at the Window. So this Waiting at the Window, that is a poem that you learn. And try to learn 6 lines. It will be easy for you to learn them. Okay? Every day 6 lines. First day 6 lines, learn. Second day 6 lines, learn. Third day 6 lines, learn. And again the leftover lines, learn. And then the full poem is learned. Very easy. 3 days, 4 days, take it to learn. But learn thoroughly. Thoroughly. With the spellings, with the punctuation marks, with the author, everything. Learn it by heart, thoroughly. Okay, students? This poem, learn the poem means Waiting at the Window. And the same lesson, word meaning and question and answer. Just write down, or you can do one thing more. When we give the work, like this kind of work, homework, or some like suppose meaning if I'll give you, you can take the screenshot also. Why I am saying you will take the screenshot? If suppose any word, anything is left over, later when the class will over, what you do? You just see the screenshot and match it. Any word, sentences are correctly written, words correctly written, what is given, the homework is written properly, correctly. So for that, you can do one thing. You can take the screenshot and keep it with you. Later, you can match it. The thing is correct or not. Okay, students. So this is the homework which you have to do. Learning homework and writing homework. Okay. So this homework is noted down. Okay. Now we'll meet in the next session. Till then, bye. Take care.